Is it just me? Or did it just get a lot more tech newsy in here? Yeah, I like it! Sam Altman will be returning as CEO of OpenAI only 5 days after he was fired. To everyone who took a week-long digital detox retreat or got hit in the head with a rock on Friday afternoon, well, you've missed a lot. Luckily for you, we're mostly back where we started, albeit with an entirely new board, with the exception of Adam D'Angelo, who will remain to represent the views of the former board and to maintain OpenAI leadership's all-important skinny twink quota. If you're looking for new info about why Altman was fired in the first place, don't ask Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella, who said even he still doesn't know. The prevailing hypothesis so far is that the difference in values between the cautious, safety-minded board and Altman's relatively gung-ho attitude towards AI development doesn't know. The prevailing hypothesis so far is that the difference in values between the cautious, safety-minded board and Altman's relatively more gung-ho attitude towards AI development caused a schism. Altman's jet-setting search for investment in other AI-adjacent projects also led to concerns he may prioritize his own interests ahead of the goals of the organization, which wouldn't be that surprising given that Altman was asked to step down from his leadership position at Y Combinator in 2019 due to similar concerns. And of course, Altman will be returning as CEO just in time to deal with yet another copyright lawsuit, this time by non-fiction book authors, against both OpenAI and Microsoft. In other words, if you were hit with a rock on Friday, and then again at the beginning of this video, you haven't really missed anything. So, as you were, Google will resume rollout of its controversial Manifest v3 extension format for Chrome, which will block ad blockers even harder. You think they're blocked now? On June 2024, Google will turn off Manifest v2, the current format for Chrome extensions. Chrome extensions. That's what I use. Meaning they'll be unavailable to install from the Chrome Web Store and will be automatically disabled in users' browsers. Google has argued that Manifest v3, by limiting extensions, will better protect user privacy and allow the browser to be lighter on resources. That's potentially a boon to users like this episode's main writer, Jessica, whose workstation craps its pants every time she opens more than 4 tabs in Chrome, seemingly out of spite. Just Chrome, every time! I don't think it likes you. However, civil liberties groups have criticized Google's pitch, with the Electronic Frontier Foundation calling it deceitful and threatening. While Google is limiting potential harm done by malicious extension developers, it's also limiting users' ability to protect themselves, especially from Google, by kneecapping web filtering, which includes but is not limited to ad blockers. Manifest v3, as originally proposed, limited web filters to 5,000 filtering rules, which it has gracefully loosened, thank you so much, to a limit of 30,000 rules. That sounds like a lot, until you realize that a tool like uBlock Origin has over 300,000 filtering rules available to users. And much like a bicycle, or hair, you can't just remove 90% of something and expect it to be the same. A lesson I learned the hard way. I mean, unicycles only have one wheel. Warning to all tech news citizens. Your Plex account just emailed your mom an itemized list of all your favorite adult films. It was inevitable.
You could have better taste, sweetie.
On November 1st, media hosting / sharing / streaming service Plex publicly launched Discover Together, with several social network-esque features like user profiles, user ratings, and personalized recommendations. Plex also altered its Week in Review email that summarizes their weekly activity, a feature users already hated, so that it also sends users a summary of their friends' weekly activity, including media that they uploaded to their own personal server. It's a feature that might appeal to some people with innocent minds and squeaky clean hard drives, but Plex made it opt out rather than opt in, meaning that over the past 3 weeks, many users have been unknowingly broadcasting their obsession with Desperate Housewives and Big Booty Babes Deluxe Edition to their sweet old Nana.
Oh, I do like those big old booty babes.
You might be doing her a favor, you don't know. So changing your privacy settings now might be prudent, especially for Plex users with certain specific tastes. Now it's time for Quick Bits, brought to you by The Ridge, maker of excellent slim wallets. Because the only thing that should be bursting at the seams this holiday season is Santa's bag. Haha! The Ridge wallets ain't your pappy's old leather bifold. They have over 30 different colors and styles of sleek wallets to keep your pockets organized. Why not spruce up your wallet like your tree this year with Ridge's holiday sale? And if you want to give someone a gift, make it extra special with personalized messages and designs. Until December 20th, you can save up to 30% on purchases by using the link in our description. Ah, quick bits. One moment they're here, the next they're gone. I'll catch them one day. The UK's National Health Service has signed a £330 million contract with Palantir, the US-based data management giant founded by billionaire Peter Thiel, to build a central federated data platform, or FDP.
It's not expensive, it's just really heavy.
This has triggered concerns over handing what is reportedly the world's largest single repository of health info to a data-hungry company best known for its shoddy human rights record and collaboration with spy agencies. Should be fine. While Palantir telling the CIA about your ER visit involving a misplaced jar of marmalade might be embarrassing, would you rather have one of the other 11 tech companies tastelessly named after Lord of the Rings?
Oh, I thought it was named after Planter's Warts.
I mean, it's just rude to Tolkien, really. Have some respect. I'm actually a little upset about the naming. Reports indicate a disturbing pattern of accidents and injuries at Tesla's giant factory in Austin. According to OSHA data, at least 1 out of every 21 workers at the factory was injured in 2022. And we're not just talking minor boo-boos here. Reports describe exploding casting machines, falling overhead beams, and at least one engineer who got mauled by a robot. But hey, in lighter Tesla news, some supercharger stations will begin charging users $1 for every minute they charge above 90% battery as a way of reducing congestion. They could reduce congestion even further by attacking patrons who charge over 95% with murderous robots. Just an idea. Sony has completed a field trial in collaboration with the Associated Press for its in-camera authenticity technology, which, like similar tech announced by Leica last month, adds a digital signature to photos at the moment of capture. Because how do you know when your photo is really authentic? When a computer says it is.
Maybe she's bored with it. Maybe she was built in a factory.
Maybe it's AI. Seriously though, digital authentication like this is becoming increasingly necessary as it gets easier and easier to create photorealistic images with AI. Because I'd like to have a legitimate way to answer the question, Pope or no Pope? I just want to know where the Pope is. Am I looking at the Pope or not? Amazon has confirmed that it will be laying off several hundred workers in its Alexa division as part of a shift towards generative AI, despite the fact that many of their recent efforts involved integrating AI into Alexa. Amazon stated that laid-off workers only represent a relatively small percentage of the total number of people in the devices business, which is a fun way of saying your company can casually fire the population of a large village and not even notice. These workers joined the over 27,000 employees Amazon has laid off over the course of the past year, who collectively are a big enough community to deserve their own mayor and post office. And NASA is testing ground-to-space optical communication technology by using lasers to transmit information. The hope is this technology will help send higher data rate communications to distant places like Mars, as the space agency prepares for more study of the red planet. Red also being a common color of lasers. So... I ad-libbed that, don't blame Jessica. Their experiment could even expand the use case for optical data transmission. Right now, the only message a laser can accurately convey is, you are in danger from either bullets or a cat. I liked it. And to make sure the only thing you're in danger of is more tech news, make sure to come back on Friday. Because if you don't, we can't make any promises.